Hey everyone.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Doig and Swift beta.
Yeah.
What happened, Doig?
Well, look at my preview on my screen.
Okay.
That's what it's meant. That's what it's meant to look like. And then I ran it. I ran the build, and then this is what we got.
It looks very weirdly overexposed, but also dull at the same time.
Yeah.
We had such nice lighting, and now everything's just kind of... Wow, well.
I don't know what to tell you, other than I'll fix it.
I believe in you. It's a rare in-between frame.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
even the shadows are being blurred on the back wall.
We don't even have shadows under our feet.
No, on the back wall.
Oh.
No, that not either.
Oh, yeah. What is happening? Weird. Well, hey everyone, how's it going? How was your weekend? Are you okay there,
I
Doig?
don't like it.
Oh, don't worry. It's only for today.
It's only for today.
Don't worry.
No.
I like how we've still got snow outside. It's still pretty cold.
Yeah, that I also forgot to turn that off.
We were going to start like 5 minutes ago, but I required hot water bottle and tea.
It's just weirdly like a browny purple desaturated, right? That's not how it looked.
Well, it's
not,
though.
It's not in the preview. I'll show you.
For some reason, my run looks even more trundly. Now that the snow's gone.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, look. This is what it meant to look like, and even here
it's still
like,
a little.
It's not very good.
Yeah.
I know, but the shadows add a lot. But yeah, it was midway through being like, I'll make it better, and they'd have fucked it up.
Well, don't worry about it. You can fix it.
I want you to get a nice toon shadery vibe to it.
You'll get that.
I fucked it up.
You get that. Don't worry.
We'll get there. Together.
So just take a little bit of work, that's all.
Together. But yeah. Any. I don't know why we didn't end up on the chairs.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
What happened? Also, yeah, I need to take off our winter garb as well.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore. I mean, I actually do in real life. It's still pretty cold over here.
It's still pretty cold.
Ben says, I'm so hecking asleep right now. I don't believe you. I think you're actually awake. How's everyone's weekend? I didn't have a great one, unfortunately. It was nice to chill with Mike, but I got sick over the weekend. I had lady times came and struck me across my face and entire body, and I was like, no, I've just been sick. I just started getting better. The timing, the absolute timing of it.
Yeah.
Every month.
It's kind of like you have a calendar, and then someone dubs garbage all over it, and that's your body clock. Work, ill, period, work, ill, period,
yep.
work.
Pretty much. Yep, all the monsters respawn, you have to kill them again. That's exactly what happens. I wish that dudes got periods so that they would have done something about work accounting for it. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I feel like if dudes had periods, then everyone would just have normalized it at this point and would just have like a day off every month for it.
Or just work three weeks a month.
Yeah.
All the time.
Ah well, I'll deal with it. I got a hot water bottle, so it's all right. It's I'm sat. I got tea. Got a hot water bottle. Not gonna move. Hey, Noodle Bomb. Hello.
Hello.
So that was my weekend. You guys gotta give me some good news about your weekends. Whoa, these shadows are trippy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It seems like it's the shadow distance being a butt.
Mm-hmm. Onster! Hey, Onster! What's up? How was your weekend, Onster? It was good. That's awesome. What'd you get up to? If you can say. Ba 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 ba. You ate enough Korean barbecue to destroy a horse? Whoa, that's a lot of Korean barbecue. That sounds real good though. Con is over. How was the con? It was a lot of meat. I'm assuming that was not the con, but the Korean barbecue. The con had a lot of meat, I tell you. Steaks everywhere. You met some amazing Yakuza fans and you yelled. That's awesome.
What did you yell?
Were you there tabling on store, or were you there to see the tables? Kiryu is the meat. I mean, you're not wrong.
Honestly, I still can't tell from our conversation whether you previously knew about Sagata Sanshiro or not. I couldn't parse. So I'm gonna think I didn't, but we were just talking at different volumes.
Hello, Eric says apparently I made Onster yell in the middle of the restaurant from a Discord message. What did you send her? Oh no.
What? What?
I just wanted to jump on top of your head.
What message did what send? What?
You can send it. Yeah, send it. Eric made Onster scream in the middle of the restaurant by sending a message. Oh, an update on one of the subathon outfits. Oh, that is scream worthy. Ben, no. Ben, I don't want any of your DMs that make me scream. They're the worst. They're the worst. They're just cursed images.
Ben, no. You sent it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not showing my screen, so I'm just gonna get this open and check. Hopefully it'll open on my other screen anyway. Yeah, cool. Oh my gosh, Onster, I can see why you were screaming.
Oh.
That is so cool. Holy shit.
Oh.
You look amazing.
Oh.
You look amazing. Do you want to see, Mike? You're gonna have to come over if you want to see. Oh. It's raid time! What the heck? Miss Lala VT, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Oh, good morning, guys.
Welcome
How's it
to
going?
our stream. How you doing?
Get him. Blast him. I get over there. I'm gonna take a jelly cat. I'm gonna throw it. Ha ha ha. Oh, ah! Huh. Well, you guys won the raid.
Well, yeah, welcome in everybody.
Nice job. Welcome.
We're in a mid-state with our overlay. It looks a little bit brown.
Yeah, it's we're trying to fix the lighting on it and stuff.
We're in beta. Come back in June.
Welcome. Thank you so much for raiding us. How was your stream? What were you up to?
But in true Doig and Swift fashion, I just...
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
Hey, thank you so much, Metalhead Scott. Thank you so much for the subscription. How are you doing? Yeah. Woo. Thank you. I'll put it down here.
All over. Yeah, we like to have fun here with raids. It's a little bit... Okay, it's on the to-do list to make it be way more clear who won the raid.
Yeah. Who did that? Miss Lala says, it was lovely. I was playing Fallout 4. Love your streams. I like to lurk because it's so fun to you two doing your thing. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, thank you for lurking. That's really cool. And Fallout 4 sounds really fun.
Ah.
I hope it was good. Hope you guys survived some apocalypse.
Are we both in a game right now? We are. We built this game in Unity.
Well, Doig built this game.
I built this game.
I just get to be here.
And we play the game. And we stream. And we stream the game. Oh, we had an idea yesterday.
Did we?
Yeah.
I forget. What was it?
It's the P.O. box.
Oh, yeah. We were going to do another Ko-fi goal.
Did you... In the UK... We didn't realize how expensive a P.O. box is. It's real expensive.
We wanted to get one because when we send out orders, they ask us for the address at post office, and if we're sending it overseas, we often have to send our address with it, and that was making us feel real weird about sending out orders to people. Was just sending out our address, so we decided to get a P.O. box. However, it's like $25 a month or something, which is more expensive than we thought it was going to be. So we were considering buying 6 months and seeing if we could raise enough money using Ko-fi Gold to pay for it. That way we can feel better about sending out packages. Yeah. And also if anyone wants to send anything to us, no pressure at all, but if they did, then there'd be like a safe place to send it.
Yeah.
Because you know what else we found out recently?
What?
Apparently, we noticed like around Christmas time that one of the packages from our flat went missing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we live in a flat where there's like a communal entrance hall and all the packages get left there, right? Yeah. So we came downstairs one day and there was a package for Mike and we were like, well, we're on our way out to get some lunch, so we'll pick it up on the way back. When we came back, it was gone.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to one of the other people who lives in this flat complex, they've seen like the post service deliver something,
or a delivery guy
deliver something and then pick up a package and take it away with him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I trust them anymore. 100%.
Did a deliver one get one free offer on
the old switcheroo
on our mail.
Yeah, they just swipe it. Apparently the person who's in the same places has seen this happen twice
and caught them twice.
Been
like, you just took a package, and they were like, it must have been a mistake.
So I don't know what happened to that package, and we're never going to be able to get it back either, because if we tell the postal service, hey, we think someone swiped something, they'll just be like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. So I think a P.O. box will also help us out in that regard.
Yeah. So yeah,
yeah.
We were
What a jerk! I agree. What the heck, right? It makes a lot of sense too, because when we got back from our walk, there were new packages.
Yeah, there were.
But just the package for Mike was gone.
Yeah.
So the person's account lines up with what happened. It is horrible. What the heck?
And there's a like 5 to 10% chance that it was
the Christmas presents for our cats.
Yeah. We got them.
We ordered them something so cute, guys.
We got them hoodies.
We got them little custom-made hoodies. We were gonna put them on them at Christmas and take pictures. And they would be so warm and cozy.
But we do the delivery for that has 1 or 2 more days
it does.
To be in the window.
It has till the 10th to arrive, so hopefully it wasn't that, and that will just come.
But the package was small and it was
soft,
it was
small and soft. Yeah. So sad about it.
So, yeah. Now we're like, maybe the PO box.
Yeah, maybe it's a good idea. And also, I really hope that the little cat gloves come because they would be so cool. Yeah, Jack Loves You says, when moving into my current apartment, they literally told us not to have large packages sent here since it's common for them to nab it. So is this a thing, like with people who work for the postal service? Like people who deliver packages to just... Is this something which has happened to other people too?
Wow, we didn't know.
Yeah, Jack Love You said that's worse to deal with. Package nabbers. My partner had ordered a literal stove for their family and it was swiped from their driveway. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we used to live we used to live in a place where when packages got delivered, they had to go to someone in a foyer, which was pretty useful and good because like it was literally impossible for them to...
They couldn't come back and take something or anything. Yeah. I don't understand it either. Like, it's like, do you work for the postal service just so you can steal packages? Do you think no one's going to notice? I mean, I feel bad because my first instinct was because we live in a communal building. I was like, I wonder if someone else from one of the other flats has been taking it. But...
Oh yeah, we'll need to take down...
Yeah. I put up a note saying, hey, if you took our package accidentally, can you bring it back? But now I don't think it was anyone in the building, so might as well take that down.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Royal Mail.
I don't know if we should just warn everyone else in the building as well. Pop another notice and be like, hey, watch your packages.
Yeah.
Is this Royal Mail? I don't know. I guess we could find out. It would be easier to find out if we knew exactly which package had been taken. But I don't know if it was something someone sent to us as a gift or if it was something we ordered.
I think from now on as well, like there's been a couple times where we've got like the door thing going and they're like, hey, delivery, and we're like, oh cool. I'm not going to let them in anymore. I'm not gonna
we get that a lot.
I'm not going to let anyone in anymore. I'll be like, okay, cool, I'll come down to you.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do from now on.
That's a good idea.
No trust.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. There's been a couple of times when people have said packages and buzzed, and I've gone immediately out to meet them and just either not seen anyone.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
Jack Loves You says, I've seen too many videos of Amazon drivers. Unfortunately, people would follow the Amazon truck, see them drop off, then snag it after a few minutes once the delivery guy dropped it off. Whoa. Whoa, why? That's so strange. OGY says it could be anyone, to be honest. Here, if you're not present or someone that can claim the package, it goes to the postal service so you can have to claim it. Concept of package sitting outside is baffling to me.
Yeah, yeah. Some Amazon, like mostly the Amazon stuff seems to come upstairs and it's like left just outside our front door but inside the building, but sometimes people just leave it
most of the time
at the bottom of the stairs.
People just come inside the bottom door and then just leave it. And then we see it when we go down. And we always just assumed that the delivery people were trustworthy and that the people in the building were trustworthy. So we're always fine, just like, oh, well, when we go down, if we see a package there, we know we got one.
Mark Rober's tech will sort them out.
What's Mark Rober's tech? This is why we got glitter bombs.
We should just put up a little sign that says CCTV installed.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I even
just buy a fake camera
Yeah.
Mark Rober made the glitter bombs. I think I've seen one of those once on a YouTube video. The problem is that they always go off when they open them, which is either going to be at their home or like in their delivery van. So a normal person's never going to be able to see who it was.
I made a tweet yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's unusual for you. What did you say?
It was off the back of learning that Inside Job season 2 was cancelled. So I was already like, well, fuck. But it was closer to home, but the same kind of feeling, like creators not getting the unjustness of the world.
The creators being the ones who see the least reward from their efforts.
Yeah. And so I just made a tweet that I said, I'm just so effing tired of reposts going effing viral. Like,
oh, you mean of people taking work from YouTube or somewhere?
Yeah, and just reposting it.
It's amazing thought.
Or doing an edit but then slapping their own watermark over the top of it. Like we recently, well, it was more you recently had your TMNT animation taken, and the person who took it slapped a watermark over the top of it, and they added in music at the end, and like,
so people couldn't steal their edit.
So people couldn't steal their edit.
But they cropped our watermark off.
And then only when their watermark was being challenged because they changed their username since they posted it, and they were like, no, it's really mine. And all they'd done is added music at the end and written like WTF over the top of it, and that's it. And it's at like 2.2 or 2.3 million views on YouTube Shorts.
Oh, Doig, I'm sorry.
You know?
Yeah.
And they've went from like, I'm assuming 0 subscribers to 10,000 off the back of this one thing, and it's
I'm sorry, Doig.
And the thing is the clip is so good that no one thinks, oh, this isn't just taken from the show. That Swifty's work is just like that good. People are like, which episode is this? Which episode is this from? And so like they've got a whole title on it, like read description. You know how fucking difficult it is to read a description on YouTube Shorts? You have to
hard.
You have to find the tiny ass fucking button up on the top right, away from all the other UI.
This is Doig ranting hours.
And then
I'm just gonna get comfortable.
And then click read description. And then they spend a fucking paragraph being like, oh, gee, why? Oh, I should have done this earlier. Blah, 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 blah. Credit to the maker, blah, 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 Doig Swift. And it's like, it's not okay.
How dare they steal and profit off India's hard work? I guess I'm less annoyed about it than Doig is. Just because, I don't know. I've not given up. I just don't know how you could possibly stop people from doing it. OGY
says, I feel attacked personally and called out. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, we weren't yelling at you. Yeah, credit to the maker, or credit to the creator, or credit to the animator, but then they don't put the actual name. It's like the absolute worst.
The thing is, they put it at the end, but like if you have any understanding of how YouTube descriptions work, the first 3 lines are visible, and then you have to hit show more, and literally all of the credit naming is like on the 4th. There's like, I'm pretty sure they've hit return, and it's on the 4th and 5th line. Like it's like, oh, I know, I totally did that. And they replied to comments like, oh no, I did credit the person, it's in the description. But they won't fucking put the name in the comments or commenting back.
They probably don't know it, to be fair.
Oh, they called you India Swifty.
Yeah, of course. That's my name.
Like,
I don't think you can even see the description though, unless you...
I've actually seen actual creators of the thing post something, go, whoa, who made this? Because the fucking trend on the internet is that the people are like,
yeah.
oh, this
I
is
assume
great.
this wasn't made by the person posting it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm tired of like that being like, oh, that's cool. Like it's if you post it yourself, then you're like, oh, I guess they made it, whatever. But if someone's like, oh my god, who made this? You're like, oh wow, I wonder who it was. We'll never know, but I like it. And it's just like,
We'll never know. I didn't just rip it from their channel, so I couldn't possibly know.
so yeah.
But
I'm not mad.
I think this
I'm
is
just disappointed.
this is off the back of both Inside Job and that Batman thing.
fucking right, Bill Finger.
Like
And
that.
the
I think this is why you're
contributions-
so mad about it.
The
Is 'cause
contribution, yeah, the contributions Bill Finger made to like the Batman legacy, and he was complete. Like, how many of you have heard of Bill Finger? How many of you that know Batman?
I had this talk yesterday, by the way, guys. So I'm just gonna let you have it today. Doig literally was ranting at me yesterday about this.
Who? Yeah. How many of you heard of Bob Kane?
I actually haven't heard of Bob Kane either, but that's because I live under a rock. Jack Loves You says, were you guys fans of Final Space as well?
Yes.
I was so broken when that was
I learned
cancelled.
about the cancellation off the back of watching the last episode that was made, and I immediately watched Olin Rogers, I think it's Olin Rogers, crying about that.
About his show.
It's been like a couple years later, and that dude is still broken over that.
I bet.
You can he's got such an infectious voice and such an energy to him, and his latest video on his YouTube is just like him being like, I'm pulling the pieces back together and I'm excited about working on this, and you're just like, fuck whatever decision making led to this.
Mm-hmm. Major grump.
I'm so fucking tired and angry that like, you look at the world and you think, okay, you make cool stuff and like things will respond to that. Like, you make a terrible thing, then yeah, okay, the network's not gonna like keep funding you if you make not great work.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna cancel that.
Mm-hmm.
That like carrot and stick or whatever. But it seems to me these days, you make great stuff and then they beat you over the head because you made it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
they try and find ways to cheat you out of the money that you would earn from it, or the residuals you would earn from it, by doing legal mumbo jumbo to get around it.
I read a thread which someone was basically complaining about, someone going like, well, if the team were paid, then there's not really a difference. And it's like, are you kidding me? Imagine spending 2 to 3 years or even just 1 year of your life making something that just won't, because when they cancel it, it's already fucking done. Like being made. Like, it's not like it's like, oh,
it's on various stages. Yeah, I know. I've known people who worked on entire seasons of shows that have just been shelved, and it's done. Like, it's finished. It's ready to air, but they just won't be aired.
And so like, it's like, that's a year of like they were saying that that's like a hole in their portfolio. Like, if you're reading someone's resume and you're like, well, what did you do from this time to this time? And you're like, oh, I worked on a show. What show? I can never
tell you because it will never release.
And it's like,
to get back to Bob Kane though.
Yeah. So
Bob Kane is the person credited for creating the Batman.
Yep. Except he had a co-creator called Bill Finger, who, from what I've read recently, basically turned Bob Kane's kind of idea into Batman. Like, Bob Kane had this idea for like this red tight dude with like a domino mask and like wings and stuff. And Bob Kane was like, but what if he had a cowl and we removed the red and we gave him gloves and we like basically the look of Batman. And like, Bill Finger wrote the first issue when it was like Batman's own run, and eventually Bob Kane's like contributions to the comic strip, Bob Kane started to hire ghost artists. You ever heard of ghost artists on comic strips before? Because I learning about Bob Kane.
I heard of ghost writers, but I'd never heard of ghost artists before.
Yeah, eventually it got to the point where Bob Kane would just sign his name on strips drawn by other people.
So a ghost artist is essentially just you hire other artists to do your work and then you take the credit?
Yep.
What? Who would ever want to be a ghost artist? That sucks.
And the thing is the people who were being his ghost artists were getting paid more money ghost artists as a ghost artist for Bob Kane than they would if they were just drawing their own pages.
Oh, well, maybe that's why people would want to be a ghost artist.
So their 20% cut of what Bob Kane made per page was worth more than 100% if they got their own rate. How? That's the deal in the weight that Bob Kane had over Batman. Like,
oh my
he basically
gosh.
made a deal with DC to be like, you'll pay me for every page that I make of Batman. And like, he was dictating the rate at which they were made, and he was basically hiring ghost artists.
Oh my gosh.
To draw strips at, like,
and getting paid so much that he could afford to give them 20%, and that would still be better than they'd be paid on their own.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But getting back to Bill Finger.
Yeah.
Like, how much contribution did he have to the design and everything?
Tons. Like 70 to 80% of what you know of Batman was Bill Finger. And it was only until, I think, 2015. It took until 2015. It took like 75 years for like Bill Finger to even officially be recognized as the co-creator of Batman. So up until then, it was like...
Is it because his partner just cut him out? Was it like his partner sold it without him being involved?
Basically, Bob Kane just sold, just powered his way into being the creator.
Tell them about the clown paintings.
So there's a story that I read where I think it was like a writer was collaborating with Bob Kane.
Hello, Eric, please do post. Feel free.
And so there's a writer basically talking to Bob Kane, like doing a strip or like a comic with him, okay? And they were in, I think, Bob Kane's house, and he was like, Bob Kane was like, who should we get to draw for this? And it's just like, well, I thought, like, usually it's an artist and a writer combo. Is like the guy was like, I thought you would be
drawing it.
And it's just kind of like, if I'm writing it and you're getting someone else to draw it,
why am I paying you?
Basically, what's the Bob Kane-ness about it? So he asked him, like, is it? Do you ever miss like drawing? Because you're such a prolific artist, and it's a shame that you don't get to draw as much anymore. And Bob was like, no, come and look at this. And he led him to his studio, and inside his studio there was these paintings of these clowns. And he was like, oh no, these are my paintings. I'm, as much as I've been like really prolific in the comic world, I want to move into, like contemporary art or like the gallery scene, basically. Like he wanted to go from comics into like making paintings for galleries. And he was like, oh right, okay, yeah, no, I see, okay. Then a little bit later, this writer is talking to someone, I think an editor at DC, and they were like, oh, did you hear about Bob Kane? He's getting sued. And he was like, oh, but I thought the artists on the comics understood that they were ghost artists, and like they'd all agreed to it, and like, they weren't going to get credit.
Yeah, like that was exchange for money. They weren't gonna. Yeah,
for their silence, they're getting paid really well for their silence, basically. And he was like, oh no, it's not the artists on the comics. The clown painting guy is suing him
the clown painting guy. So he hadn't even painted his own clown.
He hadn't even painted his own paintings that he wanted to like enter the
gallery with.
He basically must have commissioned an artist to be like, I want some clown paintings.
He's the first AI artist. He's like, hey, I did these clown paintings. Well, actually, someone did them for me, but I had the idea to do a clown painting.
Yeah.
So it's mine.
Yeah.
At least he paid for them. Hey, at least he paid for them.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't know what the suing was about. I assume the suing was like, hey, you're putting your name on my paintings. I didn't agree to this.
Yeah, or you're trying to enter them into a gallery as you. That isn't what the deal was, bucko. But yeah, it really sucks. Because it's very much like... It feels like it's not the people who are the most creative or skilled, it's the people who are most willing to take the credit for that, or most willing to take advantage, or most willing to be opportunistic that end up on top.
We were talking about how like movies have sort of trained us to think that if you hold yourself to a moral standard, if you like stay forthright with what you want to do and like you persevere and you make it through and you do the thing you want to do, then it like you'll be like the storyline is always like, and you'll get rewarded for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are bankrolled by the people who fucking step on their people below them and make all the money.
The awful people.
Those are bankrolled by the people who don't believe that.
Yeah, a narrative peddled by the people who say, do what I say but not what I do. Jack Loves You says, that's like saying I paid this painter to make this masterpiece, but no one can ever see it. But the artist got paid, so who cares? It's literally just so backwards to me. I feel like it's even worse. I feel like it's like... This person had a really good idea for a painting that they really wanted to make. And I said, okay, I'll fund you so you can make that painting. And then they made the painting, and then I was like, actually, I don't want people to see this, and you can't share it with anyone anymore, because I'm the one who got to fund you to make it. So actually, this is mine now, and you have no rights to it anymore. And I'm not going to show anyone it. And the painter's like, but it was my idea, and you gave me the money to make it so I could show it to people. And the person's like, well, because I funded it, now it's mine. And I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I've decided I think it's shit, actually. Anyway, move on.
So... it's a whole bunch of feelings over the last couple of days of just...
It's just been it's like 3 different things happened that all hit the same point for you. Yeah. So you were like,
combo.
Yeah, why is this the way the world is for artists? This sucks. Why could it not be a better system for people?
So, yeah.
But yeah, this is why I'm slowly curdling on the idea of publishers for like animated content. It's just you're giving so much control to someone who can so easily...
RT game.
Oh!
A bunch of YouTube...
You guys heard about the YouTube stuff.
A bunch of YouTube... Oh, yeah, look at this. This is great.
This is the article that Doig showed me, or this is the tweet that Doig showed me that he'd been looking at.
So bottom left, Bob Kane. Bottom right, Bill Finger. Like...
Thank you guys for setting that in.
That's what Batman would have been without Bill Finger. Literally, that's like...
Yeah, Jack Loves You says, I feel like intellectual property theft is so rampant in the highest levels and nothing gets done about it. It's true. And even just down to like the levels of, you know, self-made YouTubers just posting stuff. It's like the things that get like easy views are just people taking others' content. It's just what it is, just theft.
So here's the thing. Bill Finger died in obscurity and poverty in like the 1960s. No one knew. It was only after he died that like I think his granddaughter and a bunch of people in the comics world were like, no, this was wrong.
Yeah, and the other dude died, well, I'm assuming he died because I don't know if he's still around.
Stop looking up Bob Kane.
He ended up being super rich and super well renowned, right?
Yes.
Even though he got other people to do all his work for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it is heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking to me to hear about really good artists or creators who just never knew that their work hit with anyone. Maybe this is even worse so, like he knew his work hit, but he wasn't ever acknowledged as being part of it.
Imagine...
The company buried it, and his partner was just too happy to bury it and take all the credit.
Like, Bill Finger was writing the comics.
Yeah.
He was writing them, you guys. Like, he was adding... in characters. He was like making adjustments to the design. He named Gotham. He added the Batmobile.
The Joker, you said he added.
He added the Joker and Catwoman. He added Joker and Catwoman in the issue that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just like, oh, you know, Bob worked with him and he like did the drawings for it or whatever.
Yeah, Costa Commodore says Bob Kane forced every Batman thing ever to have the Batman created by Bob Kane byline.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
yeah,
I would not put it past.
I think it is.
Oh my gosh.
And like basically wrote. What was it you said?
Why are the people who are best at defending their rights as artists liars? Like
Bob Kane is the Tommy Tallarico of
Oh my gosh,
DC
Tommy
Comics.
Tallarico. If you guys haven't seen Roblox.oof by H Bomber Guy, I really recommend it. It's on his YouTube channel, and that documentary is a trip. It's incredible.
I did not know what was what was that? I was lying down, you're like, hey, you can watch this. Yeah, we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is wild. I recommend it. If anyone hasn't seen it, go and check out Roblox.oof by H Bomber Guy. It's like 2 hours or something, and it's incredible.
So really, I want...
If you go to H Bomber Guy's channel, you'll find it. Sorry, Doig, go ahead.
I want the general, like... What would we call it? It would be like internet... Like the internet habit being... Find the source. Of everything that really like hits for you, like... And like you can't tell who made it. Find out.
The thing is, I don't think this will ever be... It's never going to be enforced if people can just get away with doing it, because there will always be people who would rather get away with taking the easy road and getting the credit. Because they do barely any of the work and get a bunch of reward for it, so there's not a de-incentive for them. The platforms themselves need to enforce it. They need to support artists, but they're not interested in doing that. All they're interested in doing is getting the most videos with the most views so they can make the most money from them.
I wonder, because like I was looking into the YouTube copyright like matcher tool, and I think it says like whoever uploaded the thing first, it starts to match to their content, okay? So I wonder if the TMNT Vine's channel was informed about their upload.
Oh, maybe.
Because they technically uploaded it before you did, because their collab came out first.
Because I made it for the collab, so I didn't want to release it before they brought the collab out. Yeah.
If they've been like, oh hey, someone took this, we should ask and then be like,
I'd be more okay with them claiming it, and getting the money for it. I'd rather that.
Fucking down.
Yeah. I'd rather they get the credit.
Here's the argument of like, oh well, but at least your work's getting seen by more people. Like, and it's like,
it's not, because no one knows.
It's not our work.
Yeah, no one knows it's us. So it doesn't count as exposure if no one knows who made it.
Yeah. And the thing is
that's just an excuse though. Like, they know that doesn't fly.
No, I know. It's a shit argument, but the thing is, it starts to turn. It starts to become that your work is recognized so much apart from you that people who see your upload of it go, wait a minute, you took this from...
Yeah, you stole this.
You stole this. We had like someone come in and be to our channel like and be like, hey, you took this. And we're like, oh no, we made this. And then they were like, your mom. And it's like, well, okay, you've just burned a bridge sir, gentleman, sir. But like, that's the.
You know who will never get their work stolen successfully? Worthy kids.
Yeah. I
love that about their work. That like it's got such a strong style that you don't even need to like. No one needs to actually. They should still write who it is in the description if they upload the video. But you could take one look at a frame of one of their videos and be like, "That's Worthy Kids."
You could say the same about Jonan Vasquez. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Jonan. What's up? We're talking about art theft and how angry it makes us.
We're being angry little creatures right now.
Yeah, we're being cretins full of hate. How are you doing?
Get him.
Get him. Destroy. I'm gonna take a jelly cat. Haha! Oh! Oh! I'm so bad at judging the distance. I just fall. Thank you so much for the raid!
Thank you. Welcome in, everybody.
What were you guys up to?
We are genuinely ranting.
We're mid-rant. You caught us mid-rant.
Thank you for the Jaffa cakes. Appreciate it.
You were going to bring up RT Game.
So RT Game put out a video that was basically saying they put up a 2022 highlights video, and I think it got like age restricted, and he basically reached out and was like, "Oh hey, because this happened last year. You what? You age restricted my video," which basically like
dump.
What?
Someone in chat, chiller stuff was just like dump. Yeah. Welcome to our rage dump.
So it basically limits how the who sees the video. So like if you've got the the curve going up in the graph, it just flatlines it like boom. Only people who have like age verified their accounts start to be able to see it. Okay. Which is not a large percentage of YouTube accounts. And so he reached out and he was like, "Oh, hey, I noticed this about this. My content isn't for, kids or whatever." And they were like, "No, that seems right. And also, let's go through your entire catalog of everything and age restrict everything you've ever made." Yeah.
The big news, I think, is that YouTube's changed its policy now so that you're not allowed to swear at all in the first 7 seconds. You're not really allowed to swear in the first 15. And if you swear too much in the video at all, then they're gonna age restrict your video or demonetize it.
Yeah.
And that includes the subtitles. So if you say, "Oh, look at my foot," and the subtitles think that you said fuck instead, the auto-generated subtitles, that counts against you. They use the subtitles also to check it. So basically now everyone on YouTube isn't allowed to swear anymore, because despite the fact that you get a checkbox where you can say specifically my thing isn't for kids, YouTube wants all of the content to be kid friendly anyway. And if you don't comply, then they will demonetize or age restrict your content. And they do this retroactively on stuff you've already uploaded.
Yeah,
this counts on everything on the platform already.
Yeah, it's kind of like artificial cancellation.
Well,
like, oh, the rules of today apply to the things you did yesterday.
It's very unfair on creators who were making things for a different rule set 10 years ago, but are now going to have that stuff smitten off the face of the earth, and essentially, in terms of how much money it's going to make them.
If they're reviewed by a human and you go, "Okay, well, I'll change it," then they won't unreview it. Basically.
Yeah, you can offer to cut out the swears, or you can offer to bleep them, but they'll be like, "Well, that's not going to affect our judgment on your video."
So
even
the only
if you
option
fix it,
you're really left with is cutting out the content that they deem inappropriate and then re-uploading the content to your channel. But that's hours of
and you lose all the stuff,
work.
All the views you've already got on your video.
Which means you have
this
to
is a good thumbnail. Yeah. This is a great thumbnail. Thank you, Martina, for the rage thumbnail. I mean, it doesn't really matter for us because we don't monetize anything anyway. but I really feel for the people who rely on YouTube as their primary source of income, or one of them, because this is huge. This is essentially YouTube saying you're not allowed to make money from the stuff that you've worked on anymore. If you say shit in it.
Yeah, we've been making YouTube content specifically for YouTube for coming on 6 years.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much we've earned from YouTube so far?
0, baby! Because we don't monetize anything.
No, that's not true. We accidentally monetized one video and it made 2 cents.
Oh, heck yeah, we made 2 cents from YouTube.
2 cents.
Amazing. I mean, for us though, that's fair because we're not big YouTubers. So the way that I saw it was that we could either make 50 cents a year and then have ads on all our videos, or we could not have ads on all our videos and not make 50 cents a year.
I have no idea whether there are actually ads on our video or not now.
There shouldn't be, because we've said no to monetization on all of them. So people shouldn't be getting ads on our videos.
I don't know if YouTube just throws it on anyway.
If they do, I'm going to be so mad, because the whole reason is like to make a better viewing experience for people watching our stuff.
Eric says, I'm pretty sure they put ads anyway.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing all this time for no reason?
Yeah.
Ah, shucks. What? I should be able to opt in for no ads, though, if I'm not making any money from the video. If I'm like, I don't care about this video making money, I'd rather have no ads, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Do you guys get ads on our YouTube channel? If you look at stuff? Anyway, my conspiracy theory is essentially that YouTube are doing this stuff because they don't want people to take the videos down, but they do want more of their ad money. And so they're enacting policies that are going to mean that large swaths of the content can't be monetized by the original creator, but can still be monetized by them. So that's why I think they're actually doing this age restriction thing.
You feel like we need to update the stream title to Angie Morning Breakfast?
Yeah, you might be right. Constant Capital says they put 2 ads ahead of Rickroll now, which totally ruins the gag. They can't do that to Rickroll. Yeah, you get ads when you load the stream. That's fair. I'm thinking specifically about YouTube, our YouTube channel. Because we can't stop Twitch from putting ads on.
We literally cannot stop.
We literally
Twitch.
cannot stop them. They just will do what they want. I got woke up. I'll check it out. Let me find it.
India woke up.
Are you gonna read it?
She was looking at a sad India looking back at her. Doig, are you there? She looked at her hands. They were Doig's hands. Doig wasn't there anymore. India would have to find a way to fill the space for India. This might make the relationship awkward. No, fuck! Jesus, I'm not reading anymore.
Oh, you know? Sorry, I was reading another comment at the same time, so I kind of missed it.
No.
I was reading Jack Love's viewpoint about the fact that people with accents, like, it's very unfair on them too, because it means that the AI is going to have a harder time picking up what they're saying, and therefore is more likely to put words in their mouth. Yeah, Ben says YouTube doing 1,000 copyright suppressing things except in the ways that matter. Yeah, I mean, many people have made this point, but it bears repeating, I think, 'cause it's a good one, which is that YouTube cares so much about whether people swear in their videos, but they're totally fine leaving hate speech and like animal abuse on their platform.
Yeah.
Which is so backwards. I will also say that I think it's extremely suspect that YouTube cares so much about swearing in the first 7 seconds, but not so much throughout the rest of the video. Because that's not defending anyone they say they're doing it for. Like, if they're doing it for people who are under 18, that's not defending them, only caring about the first 7 seconds. That's obviously only defending YouTube from something. And my suspicion is that maybe people who are sponsoring the videos or advertisers only check out the first 7 seconds to see if it's appropriate. So it's literally just YouTube doing stuff for themselves. They say that it's to make it a safe place on YouTube, but if they cared about it being a safe place on YouTube, they wouldn't be focusing on the first 7 seconds pretty much exclusively.
They'd be giving creators tools to be like, this isn't for kids. Don't let them watch it. Or this is like, you were
we have those tools and we use them, but they don't matter.
Well, that shit was all to do with COPPA, which is
but we literally have a checkbox that says, no, this isn't for kids.
Something else.
But even if we check the no, this isn't for kids checkbox, YouTube still expects us to not swear. Yes.
If you want to monetize.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with a little swearing? Seriously.
Fuck all.
Why are advertisers like, nope, can't be associated with that, when the people in the business rooms and advertising companies, as far as Mad Men have taught me, are all saying the F word all the time?
Well, like, I kind of understand restricting the F word for people who are under 13. So it makes sense that, like, COPPA Kids stuff shouldn't have swear words in it. For people above 13 and under 18, who are we kidding here? They're gonna be swearing.
Yeah.
They're gonna be swearing. Like, Corsic Armadillo says, Scrub Daddy literally advertises their sponges by swearing on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know. It stinks to me. It stinks of YouTube doing something that's explicitly to make them more money because they want a larger grab of what YouTubers are making on their platform.
I think Planet Chaos says, I think YouTube doesn't want kids to use YouTube Kids because they make so much money out of them. YouTube Kids mainly exist so that they can't get sued for gathering private information on children, but children just don't use YouTube Kids anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. I mean, it doesn't. It sounds shitty, but your reasoning sounds reasonable.
We were watching the College Humor CEO thing that I now that I now know is Brennan Lee Mulligan. So that caused two parts of my brain to touch for the first time.
That's a terrifying thought.
But yeah, they were talking about like, I think it was like Juul. Something I've never heard of it. I think it's like e-cigarettes, but it's like Minecraft flavored. Cause the whole like shtick of the video was that they shouldn't be marketing these Juul things to children. It was like,
yeah,
what does Minecraft even taste like? And like someone in the back's just like, earthy. But like Minecraft videos and Let's Plays, are making bank. YouTube, and that's probably like 80 to 90% being watched by kids.
Yeah, YouTube know what they're doing. You're right. They're trying to make their platform for kids again while not getting sued by having the place that is also meant to be explicitly for kids that they don't really use.
You know that footage of like a football player running across... No, I think it's a big yellow thing running across a field. And it's like duck and weave and like explosions are going off.
Mm-hmm.
That's YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, eyes on the prize, guys. Run toward the goal. Goal is to make money.
Devinternity says, my friend has a very small YouTube channel, dozens of subscribers, maybe a few hundred views a month. So the channel is too small to start earning, even according to YouTube's policy. And when I go to his videos, I don't have ads, but it's enough to play 1 to 3 times and ads will be displayed before it's played. Already YouTube is noticing that it has become popular, albeit a little, and is already starting to make money on it. Wow. Oh.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing
Shiv
about
says, what are we mad about? Who I gotta fight?
Here's the thing. There's so many of those channels. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of the threshold to monetize on YouTube is to suck up all of those dollars that can't go to someone. It's the same reason they have a payout threshold on sites where it's like, oh, you have to make $100 for us to give you money, because everyone who'd earn 99 goes straight to the fucking platform.
Yeah, it's not like if they don't earn $100 they don't earn anything. It's like they earn 99.99 cents and that goes all to the company instead of to them.
Yeah.
And there are far more people earning 99.99 cents than there are people earning $7,000.
Yeah.
So
that's why the thresholds exist.
I wish there was an alternative to YouTube. Because they really are kind of taking the piss.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, at least we don't have to stop swearing, because it's not like we're ever monetizing anything anyway. But wow.
What if we do a year of not swearing?
Why would we do that?
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it just for us, but I don't want to do it for YouTube. I refuse. I'm almost going to start swearing more.
Listen, children.
Listen, children. Fuck.
Yeah, we're just angry.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to make things without making things punishing you.
Just the state of creators in the world right now can get you down sometimes. Because it feels like there's so many barriers to creating something. And then it feels like if you get past those barriers, there are so many other factors controlling what you get to create and whether you get to like actually reap any rewards from it, that it almost makes you wonder whether it's worth starting in the first place. And to clarify, it's always worth starting. It's always worth making something, even if it's just for you. Because screw making it for other people and screw like needing permission to make it. But it is still like really disappointing and harrowing when you think about trying to like make it as an artist.
So the shorts thing that's getting pushed because YouTube want to compete with TikTok. I saw a fairly well-known creator get excited about the fact that if they put ads on short content, or more like if they share ad revenue with the creators for ad content, they were like, this would make animating for YouTube viable again.
Yeah.
And like they were like all excited about the things that they could make. And I looked at that and went, that's fucking depressing. Like that's that's the motivator. But also like that's what people have been reduced to, is like the only way to make money off of animated content, short form content, is to like put it in the aspect ratio of a fucking vertical TikTok fucking video
and have it under a minute
and limit to 60 seconds, like,
and then put a 60-second ad on it.
It's like, let's tell stories.
Let's make things fun.
Let's make things because we want to make things. I'm done.
Let's make things for ourselves instead of the algorithms.
Is it 58 seconds so that they can put ads on it? What Martina, is it really limited to 58?
Yeah, it sucks. It's like, oh, you know, animation's viable on YouTube if you upload it as a short, if it's under a minute, and if you put ads on it. Because that's going to be really hard to... It's really hard to watch a bunch of minute or under videos when they all have minute-long ads on them. Because, I mean, I suppose this is what YouTube wants, because you're almost either equaling or outpacing actual view time with watching ads.
I started playing Sudoku on my phone, and between games and even inside of the game, they like show ads, and that's the whole mechanic of like things now. It's like, hey, you can get this for free, but if you don't want to see ads, you can give us money. And I was like, stop. I would rather just give the money up front, you know, or like give me a demo. And then I'm like, I like this, and then they're like, do you want to play more? Like, yeah, all right. Relying on ads is
creators don't even get that much from ads.
No,
to be honest.
Nope.
I watched a Seth Everman video yesterday where he took his most popular video ever and then revealed how much it made.
Oh, really? Is that the kind of stuff he's making? Because I saw part of the video where he was like, I'm getting off YouTube next year. I'm going to make everything I ever wanted to make.
He's having a year of producing a lot of stuff.
Which is the weirdest way to stop, but I'm okay.
Yeah, but I'm up for more content from him. But yeah, so his video has been viewed 97 million times.
97 million times.
Yeah. How much money do you think he's made from ads?
$50.
Higher.
$1,000.
Higher.
$10,000.
Higher.
$20,000.
Higher.
$50,000.
Lower.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was $40,000.
Lower.
$30,000.
There you go. And that's not even all from ads. I think like 20,000 of it is from ads and 10,000 is from something else. I forget. You should just watch the video.
Maybe?
Something like that. But you'd think that it would be more for 97 million views, right?
So 97 million views.
Mm.
And how long?
10 years.
To make 30,000.
Mm-hmm. You guys willing to make 10,000? Sorry, you guys willing to make 30,000 every 10 years? Just get a 97 million view video. It's pretty amazing though. 97 million is bonkers.
97
like,
million.
congratulations to him on the views, because that's amazing. But I don't know what I expected, because like I said, since we've never monetized, I've never really looked at the numbers. But I definitely expected the pay to be higher for something which has almost 100 million views. Like, but getting 100 million views and getting paid as much as an entry grade animator for a year's worth of work seems...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pilky Martina is saying this is why so many videos have sponsors to them and people sell merch.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's the only way. And then you actually look into selling merch, and it's a fucking bottomless
Oh my
hole,
gosh!
you
Oh my
guys.
gosh! It's so hard, you guys. That is something that we have dabbled in, so we can speak it with a little more. I don't know. I'd say expertise, but I don't think that's the word.
So we're not
experience.
we're not willing to like overcharge on the stuff that we want to put in our merch store. So much so that one of the orders that we got for t-shirts, we lost money.
Lost money on it because we were like, we don't want to charge like so much money for this t-shirt. But I mean, to be fair, that's because we are using a t-shirt fulfillment service. So we use Printful. And the way they work is that they print your stuff on demand and ship it out from their warehouses. So they have all the blank t-shirts already there. And how it works is that when you get an order, they take money out of your account to pay for the base t-shirt and the print cost. And then the money that you charge on top of that in your store is what you get back as a profit. So say a base t-shirt costs $15. If we charged $18 for the t-shirt, we'd make $3. And the $15 base cost would go to Printful. So of course, because Printful's like not exactly cheap for their shirts, we end up having to like charge more than we're perhaps comfortable with for a t-shirt. But if we want to make real money, we'd have to charge like a lot more than we do and a lot more than we're comfortable doing. But it does at least mean that we don't have to ship things out ourselves, because that's also takes much longer and is much more expensive than you'd think.
Yeah.
Packing everything up, making sure you've got the right address. Like, if you want to do that kind of stuff, you really should invest in something like a label maker, because I get so scared every time I write someone's address by hand that I'm going to get it wrong.
That it won't get there, yeah.
Yeah. Like, we sent a package to Japan the other day, and I was like, I am not writing this hiragana with my hand. I will get this wrong, and it will go to the wrong place.
So we recently got a new phone, okay? And we went into the post office and we're like, hey, can we use your printer? And then the person like just pointed at a big black box that India was literally standing next to, and she was like, oh yeah, okay. And we're like, oh, how does it work? And they were like, oh, you just connect to it over the Wi-Fi and send something to print. And we both looked at one another and we're like, well, here we go then.
Into the future.
And then we just did it.
It was amazing.
Like, there's not much more to the story other than it was like,
it just worked.
Yeah.
I've never had a printer just work for me ever.
Even your own printer.
Even my own printer, when I had it hooked up to my computer by a wire, decided it didn't want to print stuff for me. But this just worked. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mink, the drawing researcher, says, I can share my YouTube numbers if you're interested. I am! RPM revenue per 1,000 views is €2. Is that €2.35? And CPM revenue per views with ads is 6.28, which is great actually. Because I think Seth broke down the numbers for his video, and he was getting like 33 cents per 1,000 views.
Oh, so
apparently,
it actually goes down the higher up it goes.
Well, no, it depends a lot on a lot of different things.
Oh, okay.
So for Seth, I think because his video was 48 seconds,
yeah,
YouTube favors longer content.
Oh.
So his video was getting less per 1,000 views because it was a shorter video overall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, 2.35 per 1,000 views is still not amazing, but it's much better than 33 cents per view per 1,000 views.
So here's the question I have now, which is like, if YouTube's putting ads on our content anyway,
yeah,
we're basically opting out of money for just no benefit.
Yeah, I mean, but are we opting out of worst ads? You know.
I don't know.
Hey,
Marketoto!
Ma! I don't know. I don't know enough about it to know.
What's the digital root of 694?
How's it going, Ma? Oh, I'm gonna get the cats out of here. Haha, I'm helping.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome.
You've stumbled into an Angry Bird and Bear who's just lamenting at the world right now.
Yeah, we're bitching about YouTube right now. And we're also bitching about how creators and artists in general are treated by platforms and publishers. Welcome! How are you doing?
The shadows were there and they disappeared. That was weird.
Mars says YouTube's a bad website. Yeah.
We've gone.
Hello.
Basically, the theme of our stream today is
why
creators and artists and people who make stuff need help.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just sharks, a feeding frenzy of sharks.
Vultures. Napping Terracotta says also the videos category affects the rate. Seth said that financial videos get paid a lot by YouTube, so that's sad.
Financial videos? Yeah,
financial videos apparently, and again, you should watch Seth's video because I don't want to misquote, I might get something wrong, but I think Seth said that financial videos can get paid up to $30 per 1,000 views.
Is that ones where they're like, how to make money on YouTube?
Yeah.
The air tried to escape back into my lungs.
Ma says, I got a dip super quick, but I'll catch you later. Have a good stream. See you, Ma. Thank you so much for raiding. Thank you. Martina's got the ban hammer out. I'm so scared. I feel like I'm going to get bonked on the head.
So this all started because someone basically made an edit of one of the animations that Swifty made and it's been put up on YouTube Shorts and then pushed, and now it's at like 2.2. Here's the thing, okay? It's at 2.2 million views. And we stumbled on it. We stumbled on it in the same kind of day or time frame when our first video on our channel reached 1 million views, and it took an entire year to do so, and this person's got it in with our content in a couple of weeks. It's it's harrowing because
we can't really do anything about it. We can tell YouTube that it's could they take it down because it's ripped from our video, but I think we're on a bit of dodgy ground because the audio for it is not ours.
Yeah.
The audio is taken from a TikTok that I then animated to.
Most of the people seeing it are like, oh, this is great. This is a great edit. And it's you don't understand how little this has been edited Like, these aren't two shots stuck together. These are hand animated to audio.
Martina said it's transformative content, and I'd agree for sure. But the YouTube copyright page for where you can report videos that have been stolen from you is very threatening and very hard to get to. Once you get there, you have to do things like, for example, if we wanted to get that person to take the video down, we have to give them our address and contact details. Like, we have to input that into the form, and YouTube's like, by the way, this might be shared with the person who has taken your video. And you're like, I don't know if I want this person to have my contact details, thank you, YouTube. And then YouTube's like, we're also going to look into your entire channel if you're reporting this, to make sure everything's on the up and up. And it's like, oh geez.
Here's the thing, like,
is your PO box address allowed? It would be. We don't have it yet though, unfortunately.
So here's the thing, okay? The whole kind of TikTok system, whatever, is like, people can kind of make transformative content of your stuff if like they want to take the audio or they want to take partial, whatever, okay?
A TikTok has a good system, right, where it links directly back to the original.
YouTube has it as well, but here's the thing: this person didn't do that with our stuff. They made their own, and so there's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, I don't even know how many transformative things based on their thing. You know, like, if we just had some way of being like, no, this is the source. Like, if there was some way to kind of
just be like,
write
this is
our
the original
own history, like it.
But it doesn't allow you to do that, so you can't.
Yeah, you just have to casually dox yourself to someone who's stolen your stuff. It's like,
we don't want them to have our contact details, because we don't want to get like abuse from someone for asking them to take a video down.
Like, I get how there's like, you know, there's a whole kind of like creativity to like taking a bunch of content, collaging it together and everything. But the part that gets me is that like the person who uploaded the thing changed their alias a little bit after uploading it. And so people were like, oh, you took this from, and like they had a name splashed across the edit.
Yeah, but they didn't say you took it from us.
So they only added the description to clarify, like, no, it is actually, I made the edit, this is the same account. And then at the very end of as a footnote, it was like, oh, and by the way, they didn't even say like the animation is by, it's just like, you know, credit, like, thanks to the original maker or something like that. It's so hard. It's so hard for people to know.
Let's just say that the system is deliberately geared against the original creators being able to claim their stuff. Like, YouTube don't want you to tell people to take their videos down. They don't want you to report them. They make it deliberately difficult and scary to do so, because they would rather more videos stay up and more views come in.
Like, we got a comment on the Vine and or on our Vine, and I'm like, I don't know if it's in any relation, but it's like, there's India put up the Vine clips, there's 3 of them, and the comment is, the one before the last one is ? And it's like, what are you saying?
I don't know. It's hard to tell what they were trying to say with that.
I'm like, are you referring to this as like stolen, or because I want to reply the second one?
Oh my gosh, that goes so deep. Hell Minotaur says, I know someone that would post stuff on their page and then steal their own stuff and pass it off as if they found a cool artist.
Right?
Whoa, that's like too many levels deep for my brain to handle. I'm a simple bird. I just want to put up an animation and be able to just be like, look, I made an animation. And that's it.
Yeah, on the opposite end, creators get false claimed regularly. Content claims from people who don't actually own it.
Yeah, do you remember that thing when Kurzek's stream got hit with a copyright claim from someone because she was using the Undertale music? But the person who claimed it was someone claiming a remix that they didn't even make. Like, she was using an Undertale remix that someone had made, and this person had stolen that remix and put it on their channel too, and was trying to claim Kurzek for using it in her stream.
Yeah, and it's
they
just
hadn't even made the remix.
It's just a way to like eke out
tiny amounts.
Yeah,
because it takes weeks to resolve them, and in those weeks they get the revenue.
Thor was talking about a games company that used an algorithm or something to build like 1,000 games and put them all up on the store, and they ended up making a bank on it because the ads on them, the people playing the games were like, this game is so awful, just please give me anything else to play, and people were like clicking in the thousands and millions to get away from the bad game.
It really feels like the system is geared to reward people who want to steal and scam from other creators. Like, it doesn't feel like it's set up to protect creators, because the tools just aren't there, and they could be. You know, like in the way with TikTok, it makes it very easy for you to take someone else's stuff and remix it. But because it makes it very easy, it encourages you to stay within the TikTok system. And then it has those easy links where it's like, okay, the audio is from here, and the video is a remix of this.
So under that video that's like, I need a way to refer to it, like the stolen vine, let's just say the stolen vine.
The stolen vine.
It has a bunch of music credits because, you know, it can analyze what the music is in it, and it's like, this is the music that was used, and it categorizes, you can, and
you think you'd be able to just add a link to the YouTube video
like,
and be like,
where is this
animation
for visuals?
From here.
Where's this for visuals?
That would be awesome. I'd love that.
Right?
If you either had to claim that the entire video was yours, or you had to put a link to where the original video is, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I would actually really like that.
Who made this? I want to know.
I'd happily do that for anything that
I can go find more of what they made.
Yeah.
No one has the time.
I'd love that. That'd be great. You know? Well, YouTube could maybe auto-detect it, and if it gets it wrong, then you could correct it. Yeah, Video Shazam.
Yeah.
Morning, Lawrence. That would be a tool really worth investing in, but YouTube won't, because you know what? They're already making money without investing in it, so why would they? It doesn't matter that it makes it better to use for creators. What matters is that YouTube aren't going to make more money if you did that. So 357 Sneak says, who made this? You see, I like Twitch because you can literally just be like, who did make this? It's Puff Pup.
We made something in the past. We made something.
We'd never do that.
Yeah.
That sounds out of character.
And over time, I'm just going for it. Fuck it. Over time, our credit went from, you know that meme where you had to, like, it's a woman and she's staring at like a postage stamp. She's like, huh? Like, look.
You be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so grumpy now. I mean, you can still talk about it if you want. I'm just saying.
I won't say what. I won't say who. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We made
if you want.
And over time, our credit, which was in the bottom corner, got fainter.
It slowly disappeared.
And fainter and fainter until it's gone. And it's like, that doesn't happen by accident.
So I've got a transparency bug on this part of my UI, and it's just slowly fading, and I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. It happens to be your credit.
Yeah.
Shiv says, how terribly suspicious.
I have a weird virus that doesn't like that hates non-opaque pixels.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm sure that if we said something to them, they'd say that they just turned it off accidentally. But it is very strange that that's the only thing that's been accidentally turned off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not too bothered about it, but Doig is.
I'm bothered by everything.
Listen, that's
every
okay though.
Injustice.
I think that's good. Like, I really, really care about making stuff. But I'm not very good at the whole business side and actually getting credit for it. Doig really cares about that stuff. And I think together we make a good balance, because I should care more, but I don't. So it's really nice to have someone here who's like willing to fight that fight for us. I care when it gets stolen, but up to that point.
I think for me it's just like
I just feel helpless. Like, I feel like, what's the point in getting annoyed about it, because I can't do anything about it.
You know, it's both uplifting, but it's the bittersweet pill to swallow, where someone goes,
the somersaults through the air slowly and gracefully.
"Oh, I had no idea you made that," and you're like, "There's credits on it."
There is a weird blindness that people have to like credits being on the end of things.
Yeah.
Where it's like your brain just kind of tunes out when you get to credits. And even my brain does it sometimes. Like, I don't know what it is. It's a weird condition that we all have where it's like, I didn't see any credits. And then I'll go back and be like, oh wait, there are credits right there. I just was not. Yeah.
That's what I've watched reaction videos to animated content we've made.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we made music videos. We made music
I think
videos.
most people know.
This is the solution. We made music videos as part of Knights of the Light Table, Starlight Brigade, Magnum Bullets, Mystic Crystal, Blowing the Payload. You know all those videos? If you here we go.
I think people know.
You know all those videos that have like the most views?
Stop, Doig.
No.
They don't. I look at some of the popular music channels and they're like 35 billion views. I'm like, what does that B mean? And then I don't mean the most views. I don't mean the most views on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
I'm meaning some of the most viewed content by the people we worked for.
I know what you're saying. You're saying that when you see reaction videos, They often don't read the credits, and when they do,
before the credits display.
And when they do read the credits, they're like, "Oh wow, a lot of people worked on this," but they're not reading them, so I don't see that every name is repeated like 5 times.
Man, I love Knights of the Round Table that made those animated music videos, and you're like,
but that's okay. Yeah, I don't mind that too much, though, because I do that too. Like, my brain also has credit blindness. And it shouldn't, because I'm an animator, so I know credits are important, but still, my brain just has it. I have to like actively concentrate to make sure my brain doesn't just be like, boop, I've watched the thing now. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you don't even get on the credits list. Sometimes the company's just like, no, we're putting ourselves here instead.
Yeah, sometimes it's a fight.
Yeah, sometimes your contract's like, you don't get a credit though. And you're like, okay.
But yeah, so like, this is the tiredness thing coming in. It's like,
are you done? Have you raised yourself out?
No, the tiredness of it is like, you make stuff, people like the stuff, they don't know you made the stuff, you keep making stuff, people don't know you made the other stuff, you try and make more stuff. I want it to be like you make something, you're in a rocket, okay, you're in a rocket, okay,
I'm in a rocket, okay,
you're going to the moon,
okay, I'm going to the moon,
I'm facing upward. I'm going to the moon.
All right, there you go.
I'm going to the moon. Every time you make something, you add a thruster to your rocket. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
So your rocket's like, okay.
Right.
In the ideal situation, right?
Okay.
Except for creators, it's like you make something, you add a rocket, and it goes and flies that way, and you're not going to the moon with it anymore. It's over there somewhere. It's flying off whatever, or like someone takes your rocket and then they put it on their and they put it on their rocket, and then they're like, and you're like, that's my rocket.
I mean, I think that's closer, is like feeling like someone's taking the thrusters that you've spent equipping to your rocket that you've built with your hands, and then someone's like, this will make my rocket go really fast.
Yeah.
OGY says people are credit blind, but I mostly try to see credits on the stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know, not crediting and really self-destructive nature of internet by not caring to preserve stuff is kind of scary. Can't imagine things in 30 years from now. That's why it's important I have Mike, I think. It's because I'm very much someone who's just like, post it and then run away, just leave it and it's fine. And people might take it, but I'll just try not to care. Well, whereas Doig's like, no, make sure that you like properly credit yourself doing it.
Well, I think the fuel to the rockets. I like this metaphor. I like this metaphor a lot. I feel like the fuel for the rocket, for the thrusters, is excitement. Mm-hmm. And you need to fuel up the thruster, right?
Yeah.
It needs a big old fuel tank. That's how they get to the moon.
Okay.
And you need the excitement from the last thing to go into the next thing. Unless, I don't know, you unless your thruster is like, I don't know, the metaphor kind of, unless you make the first thing and it just makes the first thing, it's like, whoo, like you're the hope of virality or whatever, where the thruster just makes its own fuel, generates its own excitement, then you're like, wow, that was cool. But someone else fucking takes the and attaches it and is gone.
Okay, Doig. Well, I feel like we kind of covered all the ground. I think we're just frustrated because it's been like a week of 2 or 3 different articles that seem kind of centered around this idea of creators kind of getting stiffed by various people. So it's been fresh in our minds this morning of just like, we wish there was more protection for people making things.
More protection and more respect.
Yeah.
But like,
well, acknowledgement, like not hiding them behind a company or someone who's willing to take the credit, but just actually being like, this person made this and we're preserving that knowledge.
Yeah. Allowing creators to write their own history and not have it rewritten to suit the needs of others who wish to profit from the genuine creativity that's out there. Yeah.
Shnu says, that's why I end up archiving stuff. I have friends who delete their own work, but preserving their posts on Discord has shifted some to saving it. Yeah, everyone should preserve their own work. Again, I'm also guilty. I'm guilty of throwing away old work because I'm like, I'm done with this. I don't need it anymore. And getting rid of it. And then Doug's like, do you have the file for that thing? And I'm like, no. I think I left it 2 computers ago.
Yeah. You're like a spider shedding their skin to become a even smaller spider.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Like, I feel like getting people excited about the next thing is kind of the way that creators are able to sustain themselves. I feel like if you were like, oh wow, I really like this thing and this creator is going to make this thing, then I'm excited for it because like I already saw what they made over here and this was good and this was something that like really hit me. And then on the flip side of that, you have this creator who's made a bunch of work that you like really like respect and admire, but you see their new project and you're like, I don't know who that is. Scroll. And you're like, but if you knew who they were because you've seen their previous work, then maybe you wouldn't keep scrolling. Maybe you'd be like, wow, I want to see what they do. And then you stick around and you see what they do. But if you
I feel like if YouTube were in the hands of people who really cared about the creators, there's so many cool little innovations they could make. Like you saying that made me imagine a world where you could hover over someone's name on YouTube and it would show you like their most popular video.
Yeah.
So you could literally just hover over someone's name and be like, oh, that they made that thing.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that would be really cool. And I feel like someone who was creative would be able to innovate stuff like that. But yeah, I think one of the reasons that I don't preserve things is I'm like I'm used to just being able to put stuff up and not really worry about people taking it. And it's getting to the point now where I have to start worrying about people taking it. So it's a new thing for me to have to kind of worry about preserving my own credit. But I think we live in the day and age now where you really do kind of need to actually put the work into making sure that your name is attached to things.
I mean, I think YouTube have recently created like this tag thing, or like you can write a tag into a description and it links to them. So that's a plus.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work when someone buries it under a paragraph though.
Yeah.
Like I know numbers don't necessarily matter, okay? Numbers don't necessarily matter.
I think they do though.
But like
they don't have to matter to your drive to creating.
No.
I mean, it depends what you're saying they matter to, but I think they matter to people's livelihoods.
Yeah.
And they matter to the impact of the work, I think.
I'm assuming that like
Woo!
Channels with a bigger subscriber count have a higher chance of having the next thing that they make get seen by more people. Let's just use that as a metric, okay?
Sure.
We've been on YouTube for 6 years, and we've done okay.
Well, we're still a very small creator, but that's okay. We started doing it for fun, not for profit, so we haven't really lost anything except our own time and money, and that was something we were happy to exchange for the fun of doing it.
So I'm not necessarily saying like in my metaphor of the rocket and the thrusters and everything, but the distance towards the moon, right? Mm-hmm. This person has made up a third of the distance that we've made in 6 years in 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
It hurts.
Aw. I mean, in a way, it's almost reassuring, though. In a way.
Oh, you just have to make something that kind of hits.
Well, no, when you think about it, because
it doesn't work.
Because it's like they've done that using our stuff. So it's like our stuff always had the potential to get millions of views. I guess we just posted it. Yeah, but it's not like... Do you know what I mean? It's like... It means that our stuff isn't just not getting views because it's not good enough. Or it's bad, you know?
I've never once thought that.
No, but it's nice to see it getting a lot of views because it's like, oh, that could have gone viral and stuff if we'd, like, I don't know, if we'd posted it at a different time or if it was shorter or whatever. It's all, like, I kind of find it reassuring in that way. That, oh, look, a lot of people really like it. That's awesome. But it's not something we can ever predict, is like how to hit right with a video. I think it's a lot to do with when you post it, and I think it's a lot to do with how long it is. Smoke Rainbow Penny says, dang, I wasn't subscribed to your Play channel. Yeah! Hey, we've got a new video going up today. It's the Sonic Frontiers one.
Edited by moi. I didn't do much editing. It's basically
we cut out the gaps, basically. Yeah.
I'm sorry if this has been like Bear Goes Off.
We gotta have a Bear Goes Off stream every now and then, or you'd explode.
Yeah, my head would inflate and I would explode.
We gotta let the steam out and decrease the pressure every now and then.
Saw a really amazing animation by someone you know, the beetle flipping stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh well, we should drop that.
Let's drop that
so people can see it.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing.
My friend Alex Kwan is an incredible storyboard artist, and they also make their own animations and stuff. And they made this animation. I mean, they made a lot of them. I think their YouTube name is Chunks the Mighty, but they made a lot of like just little fun animated skits. And I sent this one to Doig because I was like, this feels like it has Doig energy, and he would appreciate it. It's pretty great.
It is amazing.
Here you go, guys.
Watch it on their channel.
Yeah, everyone check this out. It's fun.
It's just over 1,000 views from 7 years, and it's incredible.
It's definitely better than a lot of the stuff which has more views than it, for sure. So, go have fun.
I want to do more to be like. I want to do more to like show things that are great.
That's kind of what our community showcase day is about. is for those who don't know yet, we're going to have a day at the end of the month, every month from now on, called Community Showcase Day. And you can submit stuff that you've been working on that month, and we'll show it off on stream and just like see what everyone's up to.
Gush about it.
It's just meant to be like spotlighting what cool work people are doing in chat. So it doesn't have to be finished. It can be just whatever you're doing at the time if you want to show it off. Doig's going to make us a form for it and then post it up.
Yeah, I want to make some graphics and stuff for it as well.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be up soon. But that'll be really cool because we always hear about what cool people are doing in chat, and we want to put like an official place for that so we can actually just have a stream where we just like, let's look at what everyone's doing.
It's not only for animation.
Yeah, it's for anything. It could be stories you're writing, games you're making. It could even be stuff like, I went on a walk to this super beautiful place and here are some photos of the super beautiful place we went to.
It's celebrating.
It's just celebrating you guys, basically.
Yeah.
And what you've been up to.
Community Day. Yeah, it's a show and tell.
Yeah. Essentially. It can be whatever you want. Or you can just chill.
And we'll talk about it. And you can talk about it and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Or you can share other things you found, I guess, too. Just be like, hey, I found this. This is super cool.
Things that need to be seen.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We should raid Gwillem.
Okay.
How do you feel better after having a big rant?
No.
You don't? I feel a bit better.
You feel better?
Yeah.
No.
It was nice to chat to people about it. I hope that things get better on YouTube.
I'm not demotivated to make stuff, by the way. None of this demotivates me. Just gets me angry. To like bust out of this system of
I want to bust out.
Dog eat dog take versus take kind of thing.
Doggy dog take.
I don't know, man.
That's what it's like. It's a doggy dog take world out there.
Yeah, Clyde. Things will never get better on YouTube. I just want to make stuff that people are like, "Yo, they made that." That's it.
Yeah, Clyde, you're probably right. I wish that there was a competitor that did things better, so we could all jump ship.
I mean, Squarespace has this whole thing now where you can pay for videos, but no one will find it.
Squarespace?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's going to find it on your personal website?
No one. No one knows.
You need a video platform. Anyway. I better get to work, and you guys better get over to Gwillem and hang out with him.
Yeah.
Playing Dwarf Fortress.
Dargan man.
Yeah, Dargan man.
Thank you for putting up with me today.
Yeah, guys. Thank you very much for letting us rant to you. And we hope it was cathartic for you guys. It was cathartic for me.
Yeah.
Until next time.
May the rest
of your day
be filled
with
everything you deserve.
Venture.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Roll you.
Don't roll me.
Roll you.
No, don't roll me.
Roll you.
No. Stop it.
Roll you.
No.
Roll you off screen.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Look at all this. Look how busy the layer's been today.